Welcome everyone. Here is the highly recommended and that everyone should have. This is the Uncrossing Amulet, otherwise known as the Unblocking Amulet, which removes negativity that builds up in all of our lives just from living. Now, this is one of our older ones. I've had this for years. Of course, the newer ones are made in this fashion, the gold plated with your cosmic code on the back. Of course, we have our coins, which are really cool. This is the old style that had the actual photograph on the back of it. So these types of things, the newer cosmic code ones are much more powerful, and we've upgraded them. And of course, we changed the actual internal amulet here, or cell. We've added a lot into this, and we usually do this yearly where we change our energy cells and upgrade them with a lot of information, and so having new ones is important as well. Let's move this forward here, and you can see it has our usual eye here. And anytime you use an energy cell, you want to focus on that eye for a few seconds, probably 5 seconds. Now, this has now tuned your consciousness into the energy that's inside the cell. It's not the picture here, it's the hundreds of empowerments inside of this. Okay? So, everyone needs to know that. So, as usual, what do? Well, all cells work the same. So, what I like to do now is put my 2 thumbs on here and state I'm enjoying my uncrossed energy being. All negativity has been removed from me, and I'm enjoying the removal of the blockages, and I'm achieving more every day. Something like that you can say. So, but you generally want to say that I'm enjoying my state of being uncrossed. Okay? And that's what you do. Now, everybody should have one of these uncrossing amulets. Removing blockages in your life is critical. Now, we all get blockages in our life just from living. Negativity, bad people we're around, bad relationships, bad jobs. Well, what happens? That energy starts to build up around you and creates a black kind of shield. And this is a blockage. So when you try and do something, when you have these blockages, it becomes harder and harder. And it gets to the point at sometimes where it'll stop you from achieving things. Now, this is natural, and everybody has these blockages, and everybody is crossed to one degree or another. When it starts getting up to stage 2 and 3, this means it's starting to take a toll on you. This is what you could call a high level of consistent stress, and then you start to have blockages that you just can't break through. Relationships may break down, money may break down, your health may break down because you are blocked from drawing in the energies you need to change your life. Now, there is a trinity we offer, which also has opening your chakras and removing curses, or at most better detail is the fact that it protects you. And those are the 3 critical areas you need. You need to remove your blockages. You need to open your third eye and chakra, which is what the second one in the Trinity does. And the third one is protection. Protection from direct and indirect attacks on you, which we all get. So it's very important. Let's get this as close as possible so you can see what this looks like. And as I said, when you use this initially, you hold it like this, you focus on the eye for the count of about 3 seconds, then you turn it sideways, and then you state the affirmation. I'm enjoying being uncrossed. Everything comes to me now, and manifesting at higher and higher levels. Then, of course, what do? Well, all systems, of course, come with our boxes, and of course, the very important photonic transfer system. Which, of course, and you've probably, if you've been watching our videos, you have the box here, but of course you have the actual wristband, wrist laser, and actually the rod laser. And again, the process for using energy cells is all the same. Now, what you could do, you wanted to, is of course, you can fill up your cup with a beverage of your choice, coffee, water, etc. And then you could actually do this to it. I'd like to show people, there's so many things you can do. Then you can actually do this. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Let's do that where we get some, you can see how it reflects in certain areas better. Now what you're doing, and you're shooting the energy down into your cup and your water, and you can drink it. You've got to get the energy into your biosystem so it can work. That's why we have so many tools. Another way of doing it, of course, is the good old wrist lasers, which are very nice in general. They tend to keep the blood unclumped, which is one of the reasons that causes strokes and heart attacks. So these are nice to use in general, but these are perfect for pushing the energy into your biosystem. And all you do here is insert it right here. I'll make sure you see that again. Right under. Turn your unit on. Adjust. Now you should have both of these fields up. Let me get those going here. This means you're using all the light steady. You also then want to put this down to, you don't need a lot. You can trigger that again. So you'll get used to it. It's very, very simple to use this wrist unit. Now what you're doing is pushing this into your bio body, your bio consciousness, because we're working on the etheric bodies here. This does, by the manufacturer, state that you can use it for the physical body and that it helps your blood as well. But you don't, and you can see it turns off to save energy here, but you can see the red lights are still on there. Okay, so you want to do that. You can leave it on for 10 minutes if you like. Less, some people initially feel a very strong pulse of energy. Just do it for as long as you feel comfortable. But you should do this at least once a day while you're going through the uncrossing process, which you should be doing for at least 7 days, using this once a day. The other thing you want to do, and we can actually turn this off now. The other thing is using your rod, and I just showed you now, anytime you use a rod like this and you have some sort of energetic, whether it's an oil, whether it's one of our energy cells here, you can hit the cell and you can press the energy from the cell into something else, if that benefits you. So you have to figure out how you can do that. You can do this and put a ring behind it, your watch behind it, and you just put it behind it. If I want to send energy into this, all I do is do this. And then you do it for a count of 2 to 3 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. We're done. Never ever look in lasers. Never ever. Obviously, you'll blind yourself, Goomba. So the whole idea is you never look into lasers. If you need to know something is on, you're generally there. Most of the time, we're pressing stuff against it so you don't even see the laser. But the only time your eyes are hurt is you shine this directly into your eye, which you have to be kind of stupid. Now, let's say you have a little coin like this, or a Radionic Amulet in general, and I'll show you that. Well, you put this up against it. And this is what you're supposed to do. You press it right up. And I'm showing it for direction. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Now, I've just sent energy, uncrossing energy into my Radionic Amulet. And with the Radionic Amulet, this is an amplifier. Now, it's going to be sending it very strongly to me. Now, here's our top-of-the-line Radionic Amulet. You can do the same thing here. This is like a witness or a rate. And you can do this with any of our cells. You put it up here, and this is where the end plate is. Boom. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Now, uncrossing energy has just been sent to the holder of this amulet, which is me. So you could add it into any amulet you have. Here's another cell, our popular and cool dragon cell. Press it up against it. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Okay, we've just sent the energy there. Now, 100% safe is you put it on here and then you trigger it. But as long as you're not shining it in your eyes, it's really not a problem. Now, that's how you transfer energy. Now, you could transfer energy from the dragon energy. Let's say you wanted to send that to you at a very strong level and you wanted to use your Radionic Amulet. You put it against there. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Now you've sent dragon energy into your radionic amplifying energy. And, you know, you've got to try different things and find out what works best for you. I mean, we've got lots of great tools, and the problem is everybody's a unique bio entity. So what works for one person may not necessarily work for you, or it may work at a different level. So you've got to try different things and see what effects you have. But this is a great amplifying to actually use this on any type of radionic amulet. And everyone should have, this is the deluxe model. There's another model like this. And of course, having these coins and everything else is all very helpful. This is a great way to carry with you. It's really cool. This has a gold plating on it, which means that it works extremely well to transfer energy. Gold is very important. It's a very active metal. And of course, using your wrist laser unit should not be underestimated. These are fantastic tools which moves the energy into your bio body. You can see on the back here, not getting too much glare, there's 5 laser lights on here. And you can also, there is a setting, let me see if I can find that. That's the main on. There is a flashing setting. There we go. Where you can flash the lights like this while you're wearing it. And some people may find this more comfortable. I tend to find this to be very intense if it stays on, but this is also a way that it doesn't shock your bio bodies. If something flashes, your body doesn't put up a fight to it. Because you got to remember, whether something is good or bad, if you have too much energy, your body will block it. So this is one of the techniques to use as well, the actual flashing of this. And as I said, it's very easy to do. Just find your mode on here and you are set. And I just turned that off. But everyone should have an uncrossing mech cell, manifesting energy cell. Uncrossing is the most important energy. You know, if you're blocked, it doesn't matter how skillful you are, how much energy is out there, how hard you work, you're blocked. And when you're blocked, life gets really crappy. So, and you have to work twice as hard to achieve everything you want. Well, that's exactly what you don't want to do. The whole idea of using energy tools like this is to make manifesting in your life as fast and as easy as possible. Most people are crossed. You probably have been crossed for 5, 10, 20 years, which means you have all these blockages that have built up in your aura, your etheric bodies, your third eye, your chakras are closed to a large extent, your third eye is closed to a large extent. These are all part of the problems you have out there that you'll run into. And there are actually energy cells to handle that. The Trinity energy cells set is priceless. Everyone should have it. You get the Uncrossing Amulet. I get this in focus here. You get the chakra third eye opening energy cell, and you get the protection anti-cursing cell. This is what we all run into life. If you get a strong enough cross condition, it will turn into a curse, which means it starts growing in your energy field, because that's how curses work. Now, cross conditions tend to build a black shield around you. Curses grow like cancer. And if you're crossed long enough, you can start developing a curse condition just by being cross. So everybody needs to use these, and they need to use them every week. It's quick, it's simple. If you take care of yourself now, you won't have problems in the future. Just as simple as that. Don't try and get to the point where you're so crossed up that it's near impossible to remove it, or your chakras are so closed that it's causing mental and physical problems, or that you're allowing these things to turn into what are considered curses. Do yourself a favor, get this kit, and you'll be able to take care of your life. It's very, very important. It's minor things to do which will save you a bunch of problems in the future. And remember, life is always going to have problems. I'm using the cell and I'm still having some problems. Well, first of all, it takes time to clear out the blockages, the toxic energies that are in you, but life is not perfect. The whole idea is that you take something that could be tragic, even potentially kill you, let's say a car accident, and you say, gee, I thought the protection would help me. It did. You're alive. Now, people have to understand that it's not only the fact of hopefully it will keep you protected where you don't get into accidents, but if accidents are unavoidable because of someone else and you have not reacted to it properly, it still will go in there and there's a good chance it will save your life. This is how all these things work. So you need to give credit where credit is due, and you can't expect life to be perfect because life is full of evil, rotten people, and you're going to be in conflict all the time. Now, as I said, this is my older amulet that I've had for years. This is what the new ones look like. They're gold. They're gold on the back with your cosmic code on it. So these are all the things that make them even more powerful. We found that the numbers are more powerful than having a photo of yourself because a number designates you in this universe. Your photo does to a degree, but it doesn't seem to have the power that a number designating you does. So it's like a code. We're all into numbers. We've numbered ourselves. Everything in the world is mathematically based, which means it's numbers. So all of this is what is going on with this process. So no matter what amulets you have, now these are amulets that work in a very particular way. This is Uncrossing, and the other ones, these are general manifesting amulets, and everyone needs to have a Radionic Amulet. You can get a coin, which is inexpensive. You can get the top of the line one, and of course there's a middle one as well, which you can use for anybody. You got to remember, this you can use for anybody as well because there's no cosmic code on it. When you have a cosmic code on your amulet like these top of the line one has, it means any energy put into here will go to you. So you can't really use these on other people because you're going to get hit with it as well. Now, maybe there are instances where if you want to send the energy to someone and it's healing energy, well, if you get healing energy too, what does it matter? But generally, the energy will not go to that other person well if you have your cosmic code on here. So it's directed to going to you. When you try and send that to somebody else, it doesn't work well. That's why you want to get a neutral one, like this really cool coin here, gold-plated. And this is a real 50-cent piece. It's painted directly on here. That's not a sticker. And of course, there's other sizes of these things as well. Here's a larger one with our 3-dial on it. So you have a choice here. And this is solid silver. 1 ounce of silver, so it has value to it as well. And you've got this cool machine that is actually working for you. So it's just fantastic. So no matter what energy cell you have, you need a manifesting energy cell, which is a radionic machine, no matter which one of your cells you have. Even if you have our ultimate armor cell, which really does not have radionics built into it because it doesn't work well that way. But of course, the ultimate armor cell does have all the energies you need, protection, uncrossing, everything is in that cell. So you may not need as much here, but if you to have a separate manifesting, but it's recommended to have this separate as well. So grab these cool tools. There's nothing like them on the planet. This comes from 50 years of research. We know what works. We put it out there. You can change your life dramatically by using this kind of technology. It's lifetime technology. You're going to use this for the rest of your life and get used to it. Make it a habit. Don't allow the fates to direct you. Don't get lazy and just allow energies to affect you. Start using your tools to direct your life and manifest what you want. Plain and simple. That's the way it goes. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope people that have these cells now see how they can be used directly. And this is always a great help to see things visually in front of you of how to do things. Other than audio lectures. So we're trying to get as many video teaching as we can out there to use these. But you can see how easy they are to use. Once you have something like this and once you start using it, you connect to it almost automatically. But you have to do things consciously when you want to draw in large amounts of energy. Until next time.